Hi folks, how you doing? This is Iqbal. In my last video yesterday, I advised you guys that Nvidia trend looks positive to me and should continue upward trend. And there was a chance of slight correction, I also mentioned. But I was not expecting a big drop. If you look at today, Nvidia made a little correction, but I'm not too much worried about it. I will be worried if Nvidia drops like 100 points in a single day. Then I will think maybe trend is not positive anymore. At this point, I'm not going to think about that. Yesterday, if you remember, I placed a buy at 913 and I am still holding it. I will put a stop loss after looking at the chart with you guys. Now, let's get started. At this point, if you look at the chart, Nvidia is at 903.59. And if you look at the MACD started dropping a little bit, but still trend looks to me not negative. Okay, still did not cut the zero line. It's going there, but not yet. So I'm not worried at this point after looking at the chart as well. If you remember, Nvidia went up about 7% yesterday. So dropping like 2 or 3% is not much, right? Today it's dropped around 1.58% as of this point. So highest was, I guess, 912 and the lowest was 884. So it did not go below 880. That's a good thing, right? And if you look at the whole month, 25% up in the whole month. So 1 or 2% or maybe 3% drop is not big for Nvidia in a single day. Okay. Now go back to the chart. Let's draw some Fibonacci levels. Now I have the Fibonacci level starting from 0% to 100%. The lowest point is 667 for last 20 days, 1 hour chart, and the highest point is 957. The next level of support was 888. I think Nvidia went down and tried to touch that level. And you see that it did not go below 885 or 884. So next level of support is 846. So like I mentioned yesterday, 888 probably would be a good buy for short term. Okay, so looking at the chart, probably I'll place a stop loss around 845. Looking at the next support level, I will do it today. Now let's look at RSI. I have the RSI chart here for 20-day 1 hour. At this point is 50.9. So RSI does not tell much about oversold or overbought. So it can go in either direction for RSI. Now I have Bollinger Bands on my screen. See the upper band, the red line, and the lower band, the purple line, and the green is the 20-day moving average. If you look at Nvidia line or chart, it's touching the middle, so it's not touching the bottom one, and that's a good sign. So I don't see any reason to worry about it at this point. So if you look at the other AI stock, sound positive today, 1.3. It's basically, oh wow, 19%. That's big. SMCI also positive, 1.73%. And at this point, I would say AMD negative 3.55% and Nvidia 1.62%. So a drop in AMD and Nvidia is understandable because they went too high yesterday and also the rest of the week there was uptrend, so there was little correction due. I have some Amazon shares positive today. That's a good sign. Avago is negative, not good for me because I have Avago shares as well. Now looking at the latest news about Nvidia, and here in the left side, I don't see any big or major news about Nvidia that can pull it back. So see nothing much. So there's a conference going on next week. Be watchful. That can trigger Nvidia stock later this week. So see nothing much. Some people think 20% positive rally. Yeah, these are all speculation. So At this point, I'm not going to trust too much about 20% up or 20% down, this kind of news. So if I summarize for today, I see a little drop happen today, but it's not something like we need to worry about. It's not a trend reversal or something like that. And there's a conference going on next week, so we should be watchful for that, and we should be expecting some movement on Nvidia stock in later this week or early next week. On the question that Nvidia can touch 1000 this week or next week, this is still an open question. I'm hoping that Nvidia might touch 1000 next week. We'll see. But I'm not expecting Nvidia to touch 800 at least this week or next week. Okay? That's my perspective. If you agree or disagree, let me know in the comment section and we can further discuss. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you more tomorrow. Take care.